Hi, um, this is a whiskey barrel, as you can see. I had it in storage in my shed for a couple of years. I'm going to restore this barrel, but not to what it was used for in the past. Most likely it was used for whiskey, wine, or whatever. Um, so basically, you can see the inside of this barrel. You can see a carbon layer. Years ago, they probably would burn the inside of the wood to create this carbon layer to preserve the inside, to waterproof the hardwood. I'm not sure. I believe this wood could be oak of some sort, oak wood or some type of hardwood. Um, but the carbon layer, they also claim, would give whatever beverage that was in this barrel at one time flavor as it aged. Um, the steel bands that you see, there are actually five of these bands. They're rusted. I'm going to restore those. I have three in storage right now that I removed. Um, but there's no tops to this. The tops over time rotted out, but there was no bottom to this. Actually, there was a top to this at one point. However, I'm going to make my own top. Maybe. I'm planning to make a planter out of this. Right now, I have cut out a top myself using 2x8s. Oh well, yeah, 2x8. Well, not 2x8. I'm way off. 3/4 inch by 7 inch board, and including I used 3/4 by 5.5 inch flat boards. I used a jigsaw to cut this out. Um, this particular piece that you see here is going to go somewhere in the center of this barrel. There's going to be a top one about 6 inches below the lip of this barrel itself. As you can see at the bottom here, it's rotted out over time. I'm going to remove some of that some of that rotted wood, so this barrel will not be as high as it was. It was to spec, uh, and barrels are normally have a certain dimension, and so but I'm not going to be using it for that purpose. Although I do have grapevines above my property. I don't make wine though, So anyway, I'm going to show you what the top looks like right now. Obviously, it was carved by hand at one time. I really don't know how old this barrel is. It is pretty old. So, and I'm sure this hardwood, if it was oak, was abundant at one time. Today, if you were to make something by hand like this, it would be very expensive. The wood itself would be, unless you have hardwood on your property like I do. I have removed some trees, burned some. Hardwood's very good for burning, but the trees aren't. Or have been sitting in the woods for a while. But I can imagine what they did in back in the day if this was done by hand, including bending the wood, cutting it to size. Things were done by eye by guys who were pretty much, you know, well, professionals, hardcore if you want to call it that. And I'm sure they were. Let me go show you the actual top that was for this at one time. And I sort of took the dimensions of the old top in terms of the angle of the cut of this. And I wasn't really perfect with my cut for one good reason. This is going to be the center. I'm not making furniture or anything like this, but this piece will be in the center of the barrel. Uh, then I'm going to cut a hole out on the side to allow light to come through for this planter I'm making. Um, I mean, I have some ideas for the size of the cutout, and it's going to be somewhere near the bottom, and then there's going to be another shelf, if you want to call it that, that would hold the dirt um, at the top, and there's going to be dirt somewhere at the bottom, and there's going to be a space in between. I'm going to drill holes into this once this barrel is near complete, to allow air to enter the soil and for the water, extra water to drain out. So basically, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm working in my driveway, not in my garage or in my shed. It's a beautiful day today. It is winter time. It's highly unusual for weather to be like this right now. So, but anyway, I figured I would take advantage of this barrel before springtime. I may plant seeds in this to grow the flowers, or I might just head over to the nearest flower store to buy ready grown flowers. Um, but anyway, let me go get that top that I was